This magnificent and authentic symphony of visuals, imbued with documentary elements, takes us on an incredible visual journey where the boundaries between life and death, sweat, courage, and the majestic beauty of wild nature are depicted with sharpness and emotion, down to the smallest detail. It unfolds before the viewer a vast and deep ocean world, where the horizon seems swallowed by thick fog and towering, roaring waves that surge day and night. The courageous struggle for survival of the fishermen begins to unfold like a magnificent epic of human survival and unwavering will in the face of nature's overwhelming power. As dawn broke, casting beautiful golden rays through the gray clouds and illuminating the mysterious dark blue sea, the massive, sturdy steel commercial fishing vessel, bearing countless scratches. Peeling paint, and patches of rust stained by time, strained through the waves, leaving behind a huge, white, V-shaped trail of foam stretching to the endless horizon. The burly men and women, their skin tanned by the sun, wind, and salt, clad in bright orange, dazzling lemon yellow, and deep blue rubber overalls, and thick, waterlogged nylon raincoats, busily prepared for a new haul, their coordination precise down to the smallest detail. The mechanical cable winches began to screech, their rusty, time-worn gears grinding against each other, creating a dry, industrial symphony that tore through the silence. Yet it was the most familiar sound, the vibrant heartbeat of the deep-sea fishing industry. Rough, calloused hands, encased in dark blue, flexible rubber gloves, gripped tightly the coiled steel cables, their metal strands taut with sea salt, or the thick ropes, as the raging current flowed beneath the ship's starboard side. The ocean's power seemed to swallow everything, creating violent bursts of white foam that lashed violently against the deck, where pools of muddy, bloody water overflowed and covered the surface.
One more big pool, lads. Get it over the side.
From a deep-sea perspective, through the incredibly realistic lens of an underwater camera, where dazzling sunlight refracted through the crystal-clear water, creating divine streaks of light illuminating the smooth white sand seabed.
Nhìn con này đi. Nó to quá. Làm tốt lắm. Con này là con lớn nhất hôm nay đấy. Nặng quá. Được nhiều lắm. Chuyến này bội thu rồi.
Divers in dark suits carrying oxygen tanks glided rhythmically, suspended in midair, carefully securing black ropes to enormous, bright orange buoyancy bags.
Chúng ta đã bắt được nó rồi. Con quái vật này. Tuyệt vời, đây là kỷ lục mới đấy.
Ready to inflate and retrieve the heavy iron trap lying motionless at the bottom of the deep sea, where a few lionfish spread their spiky fins defensively and sharks calmly glided past in a threatening yet majestic manner.
Hôm nay được mùa quá. Cảnh đẹp ghê. Bình yên thật. Mai lại ra khơi sớ thôi.
Back on the surface, from the bottomless abyss, the enormous trap cage, woven from moss-green nylon mesh, covered in algae and barnacles, gradually rose through the white foam of the waves. Seawater cascaded down like a silver waterfall from the mesh onto the metal deck. Inside this heavy iron cage lay a priceless treasure of the ocean. Hundreds of giant spiny lobsters coiled up, raising their enormous spiny claws for defense. Their hard, rough shells of vibrant red, orange, and dark brown glistened in the dazzling sunlight like precious jewels, imbued with the wild spirit of the sea. The dry, crunching sound of their crustaceans crawling and pressing against each other mingled with the squawking of flocks of white seagulls circling and circling, clinging to the waves at the stern of the ship, waiting to snatch the prey, creating a lively symphony of a bountiful harvest.
This is incredible. We definitely hit the jackpot with this trip.
Rồi, hay đây rồi.
The fishermen immediately plunged into work, extending their strong arms to lift each giant lobster from the nets, skillfully and decisively placing them into the square. Light blue and gray plastic trays stacked haphazardly on the deck, forming vibrant walls that contrasted sharply with the clear sky. Occasionally, the camera cleverly captured the moment when the female fishermen carefully picked up each lobster, their eyes meticulously examining each spiky shell, sorting them into compartments filled with ice-cold shaved metal, where the shimmering silver scales lay frozen, emitting a biting chill. In another, more brutally realistic corner, bare hands, stained with fish scales and slime, plunged deep into a gleaming stainless steel trough to mix batches of foul-smelling chopped baitfish. Even more horrifying is the image of a large, sharp cleaver forcefully slicing fillets of silverfish on a chipped wooden cutting board stained with fresh blood, a rough, bloody process, distinctly industrial and indispensable to the endless cycle of survival. Gloves-covered hands swiftly untangled tangled bundles of moss-green fishing nets, carrying heavy equipment towards the mechanical winch, bracing against the bone-chilling cold and the dangerous slipperiness lurking with every step on the aluminum platform. After a long, stormy night, filled with harsh conditions, dawn once again broke on the horizon, bringing with it a peaceful clarity and calming the raging waves. A drone glided across the sky, capturing the spectacular scenery of a remote fishing village on the coast, where a vast expanse of black pebbles gently lapped against the shore, with a deep green mountain shrouded in mist in the background. He shipped, laden with its catch, slowly slowed down, gliding across the calm water towards the familiar bay. The engine's hum gradually faded, leaving behind gentle V-shaped ripples. On the dark oak pier, dock workers in reflective vests stood waiting, waving warmly to welcome the heroes after their stormy voyage. The crane system on the pier began to operate, its extended arms lifting dozens of pallets of glistening, fresh fish and shrimp, marking the completion of a massive harvesting cycle. Only then did the fishermen relax their weary shoulders, remove their heavy, cumbersome protective clothing, and use high-pressure hoses to spray streams of water to thoroughly wash away the mud and dirt.
Kéo cái này nữa. Cẩn thận sóng đập vào đó.
The film concludes perfectly and poetically as a brilliant sunset, with its magical pink and orange hues, bathes the harbor in a deep glow. Dozens of ships,
Về tới nơi rồi. Kéo dây lên đi.
moored closely together, gradually sink into a tranquil sleep on the mirror-like surface of the water, leaving only absolute stillness enveloping everything.
Hạ xuống đi, cẩn thận nào. Được rồi, tới đây.
This leaves the audience with a profound aftertaste, a wordless tribute to an endless epic of arduous life, salty sweat, and the inseparable bond of life and death between the steadfast sons of the sea and the vast, which holds within it countless mysteries, dangers, and the breathtaking, immortal beauty.